Okay, Minnie the Body Shop Girl has made it back to work after 3 or 4 months of doing nothing, sitting at home watching soap operas, taking it easy, having a good vacation, while my friend Pete's out here sweating like a dog, working like a slave, and barely getting paid to do it. She's at home, you know, drinking soda pops and smoking cigarettes and watching soap operas and talk shows and sitting in the air conditioning. Today's the day, though. Today's the day Minnie actually came back to work 4 months later. Let's see if there's anything she can teach us today after being gone for so long. Let's see if she even remembers what the hell's going on over here at SWRNC as we go into DIY Auto School with Minnie the Body Shop Girl.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie the Body Shop Girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
What's going on today?
I am sweating.
You're sweating?
Yes.
You've been at home for 4 months taking it easy. Now you're going to complain because you're sweating?
Hey,
First day back to work and you're complaining? I've been out here slaving like a dog in the heat.
Shut up.
Okay? What are you
I
doing?
like to sweat.
Right. What's going on now? What can we teach anybody out there? What can Minnie the Body Shop Girl show anybody out there how to do something right?
Okay, this is what I'm doing right now. He's going to paint this right here. As you can see, it's primered.
Right.
But he's got to paint this down here too, and I got to sand this down here. So I'm using my thin tape.
Thin? What do you mean thin?
Narrow,
Okay, narrow. Okay,
tape.
you're using your 3/4 inch tape.
Yeah, and I'm putting it on the body itself so that when I sand
But why would
up
you want to
here,
do that? What is it? You're not even
I'm
getting ready
trying
to
to
paint.
tell you. If you shut up.
You're not even getting ready to paint. Why would you put tape there like that?
So I don't sand the bed.
So you don't sand. So you're actually going to sand all that down there? You're going to use sandpaper on that?
No.
Oh, okay. You said sanding.
Yeah, I
Well, what do you
sanded
mean?
this up here, and I put this.
But you already
here.
said that.
Pete.
Okay, what are you going to do though? What are you doing? You're putting tape on it so you don't scratch the body.
Exactly.
So what are you going to do to finish sanding that out? That's what I'm getting at.
Oh.
What's the procedure once you block sand the primer on this down?
Block sanded that with 400 wet.
Right.
And then I'm going to use this soapy stuff.
Soapy stuff?
It's soapy
What's
stuff.
it called?
Scuff-it.
Okay, Scuff-it. So that's
It's paint prep gel. It's like soap with grit in it. And you use it.
So it's a grit type soap that cleans the surface and sands it at the same time.
At the same time.
So what do you use? You just put it on with a sponge or what? You're not being very...
Scotch
You're
Brite.
not really being Minnie the Body Shop Girl
Well, that's because
persistent.
you're talking too fucking much.
I'm trying to ask questions and get answers so we can
You're not
learn.
letting me answer though, Pete. You keep talking over me.
Okay, I'm not going to talk. Go ahead. We got the Scuff-it stuff.
You wet.
The Scuff-it sandy soap.
Yeah, you wet your Scotch Brite.
Okay, what kind of Scotch Brite is it? Is it
It's
the
a
red one?
gray.
Is it the gray?
Obviously, it's gray, Pete.
But is it the coarse one? Is it
No, it's a fine.
Okay, we're using a fine grade. Okay, see,
Yeah.
you have to be precise if people want to learn from Minnie the Body Shop Girl. You have to let them know exactly what's going on.
They can't know what's going on because you're talking too
But you're saying
freaking
Scotch
much.
Brite, for all they know, you can get a scour pad out of the sink.
No, those are green.
Okay, what about that? What if they used a green one? Could they?
I think it's kind of rough.
Okay, that's probably equivalent to the red one, which is coarse.
Yeah.
So you're basically saying, use the gray Scotch Brite.
The fine grit.
What else could they use if they don't have a Scotch Brite? What else?
1500.
Okay, you can 1500 wet sand it. Okay. What is...
But if you 1500 wet sand it, don't use the Scuff-it stuff.
Okay, I just asked if they didn't have Scuff-it, what would you use if you didn't have it?
Okay, well I just wanted to clarify. Do
Okay,
not
but if you
use
do-
Scuff-it with sandpaper.
So which would you recommend, Minnie the Body Shop Girl?
The Scuff-it stuff's
Why?
easiest. Okay, you see how that tape is keeping me from sanding on the car?
I don't see what are you talking about here? Let's see.
See, if you didn't have that tape, you'd be scuffing up the body.
So actually, what we're trying to say here, what my friend Pete's trying to have many of the body shop girls say, is that using a Scotch-Brite on the blending part of the paint job that we're doing actually is a better source than using sandpaper, because the Scotch-Brite gets in every crack and crevice possible, like you're doing right there.
Yeah.
If you sanded it with sandpaper, that would be a flat, solid surface, which would be hard to get in and out of all those areas. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, are you using the soap vigorously or just a one-shot deal?
Just a one-shot deal. You don't need a whole lot. It goes a long way.
Yeah. Now, can you tell everybody why you're using the Scotch-Brite on the painted area and not the primered area?
Because we're just going to blend.
Okay, where are we going to blend to?
Well, he's obviously going to put paint right here.
Right, so we're going to...
And he's going to blow a little extra paint
So
out
basically,
here.
what blending means, we're going to smoke the paint down into the original paint.
Yeah, just a little bit further than where the paint stops, and then he'll clear coat the
And then we're going to clear coat the whole thing to seal it in.
So this down here must be scuffed, so the clear will
The
stick.
clear and the paint will stick on it.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go.
So what we're doing on this job here, basically, we're going to replace it with a brand new hood. And when you do that, you want to be able to blend into the fenders. So we found a couple dents over here. My friend Pete, of course, went ahead and fixed those little dents. There wasn't...
See, looky right
Okay,
here.
what do we got?
Minnie didn't sand it good enough right
Okay,
here.
Minnie didn't sand that good enough, so that means
See
Minnie
those-
is not being a good teacher.
See those little dark spots? Those can't be there.
Okay, I don't know if we can see them, but yes, I do see them.
Yeah, those
So what
can't
that
be
means
there.
is what? What does that mean
I
when you
gotta
see that?
sand some more
But what does that mean, though? What's that caused from?
because I didn't sand it enough.
Right, because maybe the primer went on very thick
Yeah,
and caused orange peel
There's
effect.
orange peel right there, exactly.
Okay, there you go, orange peel. That's what it caused, Minnie the Body Shop girl.
Okay.
Let's try to get it right. You've been on
vacation
vacation for 4 months watching soap operas and talk shows and
Hey, I was just
court
trying
cases,
to
divorce court, and all this
I
other
was trying to
crap.
blame it on me instead of
Okay.
the guy that shot the primer.
Oh,
too
okay, so
heavy.
actually it's my fault because I put the primer on too thick.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
made it all
Right.
orange peel.
That's right. Let's blame it on
And
the
see,
Body Shop
now,
guy.
the rest of what I did was I scuffed it with this, and see how it's got the dull, even finish now?
Right.
And it's
Now, if
ready.
you would have used 1500, you probably would have had marks in there that were shiny and dull. That's what I'm trying to get at. That's
You'd
what I'm
have
trying
gone
to say.
over it a couple
So-
times using your squeegee
Right,
to
did you
make
go
sure
all the way
you didn't
down
miss-
here on the bottom?
No, I went to right here.
Okay, but we're going to be going all the way to the bottom
Well,
on this.
that's why I stopped, because I didn't know if
Okay.
you wanted to go all the way to the bottom or not,
Right.
and you can't unsand something you sanded. so.
Right, but we're going to go to the bottom. Go ahead and go to the bottom.
All right.
What are you going to do to this fender to make it blendable?
Well, since it doesn't look like it has any damage on it, we're just going to, I assume, blend into the paint. So I am just going to Scotch-Brite it with my scuff-it.
So you would recommend, if you're just going to blend where there's no body damage at all, use the Scotch-Brite on the whole body panel.
Absolutely.
Are you going to
Quick,
go over that
easy.
vigorously and make sure that everything is done proper, or are you just going to go over it real quick and fast and say I'm done?
Well, I'm going to go over it quick and fast, and then when it dries, I'll see if I missed any spots. If
Now,
I
do you
missed
need to use any
spots, I'll go
pressure
back.
on that? Do you need to use pressure on that? Are you sure about that? That's the answer that you want to give to everybody. Don't use any pressure, just scuff it down.
Just light pressure.
I think that you really need to use pressure on it to make sure it gets a good
Light
sand job,
pressure.
to get a good
It's
scuff
not
job.
like you got to.
Well, we don't need to do that. We're not
I
taking
mean,
the paint
you
off.
know, just.
Minnie the Body Shop girl, thank you very much. Is there anything else you got to say to us about anything at all about scuffing, Scotch-Briting, and scuff-it cleaner?
Just take your time and be patient.
Okay.
And it'll get done and do it.
Thank you very much, and we hope to see you more of Minnie the Body Shop girl.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay, even though my friend Pete will have to be in with her to give a good guidance, and Minnie can still be the co-signer in front or behind the camera. Either way, it's Minnie the Body Shop girl to the rescue, doing it right,
Trying to get
showing
some work
you how to
done.
do it right, and hopefully making it easy for my friend Pete to finish it. Thank you.
Exactly. I want you to get this sucker painted.
We'll see you later.
Let's get after it.
All right. So as you can see, Minnie's back on the job, working hard, and showing you, the viewer, how to do it right. Minnie the Body Shop girl right here at SWRNC, doing the job, getting her done, and showing the world that even a girl can do a man's job.
A girl can do a man's job
Hold on, what's
Give
this?
me a break.
What? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, you think this is
You weren't
just
supposed to
a
be listening to
man's
that.
job?
You weren't supposed to be listening to that.
And who does the
You weren't supposed to be listening to that. That was like undercover, behind the scenes narration, okay? We'll see you later. All right.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.